Yo boys, today really quick video. I like 10 minutes to make this. We have Kraken clone comparison. Last time I tried to make this video I cut myself. So yes, by the way, Hourglass Play should be coming today, but I'm working today and I probably won't be here because I literally have 10 minutes and then I need to get ready, so I'm not gonna be here. Comparison, these two. Let's go over specs. They're both titanium. Main differences: this one is a floating washer system, it's pinless, and it's channel. Baliplus, regular bushing system, sandwich, and as in the Zampins. Weights and stuff are a little different. This one a little heavier, and at least I think so. Yeah. Next, dimension wise, they're a little different. I think the Nami clone by the one, it's a little longer, mostly the blade, but yeah, at least I think. But they're pretty close when it comes to handles, dimensions. Compared to a real Kraken, I have a Bowie. Kraken is longer, handles are longer, so, but it's not that much longer. So yeah, that's another point. Difference in feeling. This one has a bunch more rounded handles than that one. You can clearly see that. They're a lot more rounded. Thickness, they're pretty similar in thickness. Maybe the Baliplus, it's a little thicker, but they're really close. Finish is different. This is just like a classic, the one anodized titanium finish. So just the classic finish that the one has on titaniums. Balis. On the other side, the Baliplus is a lot more like the real one, I believe. It's a lot like more polished, kinda. You can like leave your fingerprint on the sides of these handles, like you can see the fingerprints. It's really like shiny kind of finish. I don't mind either. I don't have a preference between these two actually. Maybe the one it's a little better, but it doesn't really make the difference that much. Yo, it's me from the future. I'm editing the video. Yeah, so I forgot to say a few things. So really quickly, the grip pattern is the same, of course. Texturing is pretty good for both. It's basically the same texturing. It feels really good for both. They're both good grip. They really have good grip and they're really cool. Only thing, they don't have really good jimping for both of them. So yeah, that's a little con, I guess you can say. Besides that, mods that I would suggest for both of these is switching the hardware. I haven't done that, but I definitely recommend to do it. For this one, it does have a specific dimension, different than the one from older the one's products, and that one you can basically put in some squid hardware and you're gonna be fine. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah. Back to the video. Bye. Blade wise, they're pretty similar. They're really thin, both of them. I don't have one that I feel more comfortable with. I feel like they feel pretty much similar. The blade feel pretty similar. They're pretty much the same thickness. The Baliplus, it's a little thicker, I believe, or like the swedge, it's a little different. But yeah, as you can see, Baliplus, it's a little thicker, not that big of a deal. They feel alright. Differences and sound test. This shit is really bouncy for sound, which is kind of weird. It's kind of weird because usually, you know, pinless and floaty washer system needs more time to get bouncy, but this one it's pretty down bouncy already, so that's pretty cool. On the other side, the Baliplus, it's really a lot more muted. This one has really bad tolerances, but the one sounds better. But I think you can probably find some good, nice sounding Baliplus as well. They're just a little more muted. That's all. I need to fucking fix this. Give me. Okay, I fixed it. Tolerances. This thing is really bad. It is also because it's old, but it also has some problems. When I think mostly about its own like structural integrity and the way it's built. I've seen some people discussing about it, and it seems like it's mainly the washers that are too thin. I haven't seen everybody having this problem, but some people, yes, and me too. So usually, like, I think Baliplus quality control, it's not really the best. So I guess be aware of that. Baliplus can be a little weird sometimes, and I cannot flip. But I'm pretty sure that if you want to try swiping the bushing the washers for some thick ones, you just go on the clone Reddit and you ask for help, and they're gonna help you. The clone subreddit, it's really nice, really good subreddit. Nobody's basically toxic. Everybody really nice. Besides that, so yeah, so this one is really bad, but again, you can find better. It does have some problems, but this is not the really greatest Baliplus Tsunami clone to compare. On the other side, this one has no tap. It does wiggle a little bit, but there's no tap. And the play, it's pretty minimal. This one came with basically no wiggle, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this thing came with really good tolerances, and so far I haven't seen nobody having any kind of problem for like out of the box tolerances, which is really nice to see. And like compared to the Orca clone by the One, this one is much better of a system. They're improving on their quality, which is really good. Its pins list, handle gap so far, it's pretty good. We'll definitely keep you updated on that one over time, but I can definitely tell you that it's not gonna be anything crazy. I mean, it's not gonna back out that quickly. And I have the Orca clone that still has a pretty decent handle gap, and it was one of my main flippers. So yeah, let's go to the main point, to the most important thing. How do they flip? This one has no weights inside to match the one. This one has no weights because you can actually put the weight pins inside because it's sandwich. So yeah, this thing is pretty neutral, I guess. It's a little weird. I mean, it can fence really well. Rollovers are pretty sticky because it has some handle weight, which I really like, and it's pretty nice actually. It flips really nice. It's a little squared, so you know you had good grip, but Fanny doesn't feel weird because you still have some roundness on the faces, so it just feels pretty good and it flips pretty good. The one, it's pretty natural as well, but it's a little more weird because it has a little less hand weight, and so it's really fucking neutral, and it does fans really good, like they're really even. So it does fan a little better than the Baliplus to me, even because of the roundness on the handle. But it has really good weight on the handles to make rollovers possible. I know that a lot of people complain because this one has no handle weight. It does have handle weight. You can still do all of your rollovers with no problem. It's not gonna be anything impossible to flip. It's good. Maybe if you're not used to this kind of balance, it's probably a little weird and can be a little difficult to flip, and sometimes it is, but to me it's not bad at all. And it does have handle weight, because it does, and it doesn't have a lot, because the main handle weight is the screw. So if you take off the screw, this thing is probably like fucking blade bias, but with the screw in, it's really good handle weight to do really good rollovers, and also having really good fanning. You can literally like feel the blade right here and the bottom just pushing in two different directions when you're fanning, and so it makes it really nice and they feel really good. So yeah, this thing is really fucking good. What is better, the One Baliplus? This one is better in my opinion. It feels a lot better, like flipping wise. Like when you're flipping it, it feels like it's more right of a balance, I guess. But at the same time, it's a little more difficult to flip than the Baliplus, because the Baliplus has more handle weight, and so it feels like it flows a little better, which maybe it does, but it's all about getting used to that balance. So with this one, of course, you have a lot more sticky rollovers. You still have clean fans, but the rollovers are just stickier. But you can feel that kind of like stickiness, you know, that handle dragging your rollovers a little bit, which it feels okay, because of course you can do a lot of like momentum based tricks pretty well, but at the same time it feels a little off to me. Mostly it feels off compared to this. This one just feels like you have a lot more control over it when it comes to rollovers, but at the same time you need to put a lot more force to it, and you need to have more like you need like to put your fingers in the perfect right position to actually land it, because it doesn't like respond as a real like handle bias baliso. So that's the main thing, I guess, but it also feels a lot more natural when it comes to flipping, I guess. It's a little weird to explain, but at the end, the one is better. Flips feels a lot more natural to flip, and I just think that it's better flipper. You're probably gonna get better tolerances. You're probably gonna get something a little more solid. It is pinsless, but again, I think people are making a pretty big deal out of pinsless designs, especially because the One has been making some pretty good knives with pinsless designs. So yeah, I don't know, I think people are overreacting over pinsless, and they're actually giving, right now the One is actually giving good pinsless and floating washer systems, so you shouldn't be overreacting over that kind of stuff, because this is good. Is it better than Baliplus? Yes. The Baliplus, it's a little easier to flip because more handle weight, so people is usually more used to it. It's a little more easy to like predict than this one, but this one feels really like flowy and natural to flip. I don't know, it's a really weird thing to explain, but it just feels right. If you like to add your handle weight, you like slight handle bias or handle bias, don't get this one 100%, because this is pretty natural. It's probably gonna be a little weird. If you wanna try natural, that's definitely something to try. and be careful because this shit is fucking sharp, so don't mess with this one too much and be careful. So yeah, that's it for this video. I need to go to work, so yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. I hope I covered most of it. I'm trying to be quick, but yeah, that's about it. So thank you for watching and see you in the next one, guys. Bye.